Yeah. You didn't give the summary for the previous sloka. You went into a different interpretation. You did not give the summary.
Okay. Oh, you mean the translation?
You went into a different interpretation and gave a different interpretation, and then you went into the next sloka.
Yeah. So that's what the translation is. The 7 rishis of long ago, as well as the 4 manus. That was a different interpretation. See, the translation I had noted here is the different interpretation. Okay, that's why I explained it, but I can repeat that translation. The 7 rishis of long ago, as well as the 4 manus. Who have their mind resolved in me, are born of my mind, comma, and born of these are all these living beings. And born of these are all these living beings in the world. Okay, in the world. So this was the second interpretation. Okay, and the first interpretation, how will you translate it? The 7 rishis, and before them the 4 manus. I mean, not 4 manus, 4 Sanakadi Rishayaha, correct? The Saptarishis, and before them the 4 Sanakadi Rishayaha, and Manavaha, and the Manus, correct? That's how that translation will look like, correct? And the 4 Manus, and then rest of the things are similar. Madbhavaha, you can say, they are of my nature, who are of my nature alone, versus who have their minds resolved in me. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Haraprasadji. Maheshji, go ahead.
Quick question. Who are these 4 elders before the Saptarishi? Sanakadi?
Yeah, Sanakadi Rishaya. So
No,
Sanaka,
Sanaka then?
Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanat Kumara, and
Sanaka, I'm sorry, Sanaka.
Sanandana, Sanandana,
I'm sorry.
Sandana, Sanandana,
Okay. And then?
Sanat Kumara,
And
Sanat Sujata, Sanat Sujata. Interesting names, right? Sanakadi Rishaya.
so what is this Sanat means? What is it? Because it seems to be common in right? Sanat Nandanaha, Sanat Kumaraha, Sanat Sujadaha.
Correct, correct. So we need to look at the meanings of these words. So Sanat must be Sanatana. Sanatana must come from the word Sanat. And so eternal, the sense of eternity is there in that Sanat. In Hyderabad, I remember there was a place called Sanat Nagar. How many of you know of Sanat Nagar? Yeah, right. Bhagyanadas. So that's Sanat Kumar. So these people, so if you look at Dakshinamurti, and Dakshinamurti has 4 rishis who are sitting in front of him. Those 4 rishis are the Sanakadi rishis. So instead of going and having a family, these fellows said, we are going south, we are going northwards towards Dakshinamurti because we need to study the Shastra. That's not why I created you, my dear friends. And then so Brahmaji said, okay, gave up on these four rishis. And so those rishis are there. Chitram Vatataror Mule Vruddha Shishya Gurur Yuva. So Vatataror Mule, in the root, in the base of this tree, banyan family tree, Vatavriksha, uh, Vatataror Mule Vruddha Shishya Gurur Yuva. This is just Chitram, Vichitrama irke idu. This is very crazy. I don't see this kind of a thing anywhere. Why? Because the teacher is very young and the students are all pretty old. Vruddhaha Shishyaha Guruhu Yuva. This we never see before. Teacher is always older than the students. And that's what we see. But here it's the opposite. And they're all bearded. All Shishyas are bearded and all that. They're sitting and listening. And this young Yuva face has to be just bright and smiling and just calm and young also. Not a piece of hair anywhere on the face. That is the way of showing this youth. And so, Vichitram, that is Vichitram. Amazing it is. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Viddha Shishya Gurur Yuva. Gurostu Maunam. Innuru Vichitram irukku. Gurostu Maunam Vyakyanam. This teacher is not talking at all. Maunam. And Shishya has to Chinna Samjaya. Samjaya, the doubts that the students had, and Chinna Binnam aidithu. It just smithereens, blown to smithereens, it seems. How is it possible? This is what the author of the beautiful shloka, we don't know who wrote this, and maybe Shankara wrote it, we don't know, I don't know at least. And so this is the beauty of this particular imagery. And why is this imagery significant for us? That is because this Vidya, Brahma Vidya, makes a person young, as it quote unquote. Means what? Person cannot die anymore. Person may die, but Atma cannot die. That is why that youthfulness is shown. That is what the teacher gives. And the students are all old. Why? Because they are subject. They think they are subject to death, old age, jara, mrityu, etc. Therefore, they are shown as old. That is one beauty. Then what? Then Gurostu Maunam Vyakhyana. What is this Maunam Vyakhya? Already great teachers have come and they have spoken very well, and even with all of them before us, we are still just dull. We are not able to follow anything. With so many great words also, we can't follow anything. Great Vyakhyana-karas are there. And somehow Maunam we will forget to follow, or what? Nothing will happen with Maunam Vyakhya. Beauty here is Maunam Vyakhya. That Vyakhya which cannot objectify Atma. Atma which is beyond the reach of every word, any word. Yad vacha nabhyutitam yena vag abhyutyate. That which words cannot reach, cannot objectify, because objectify means finite. This is infinite. How can you even, where is the word? That's the word infinite is there, but how are you going to understand it? So that unfoldment, that is why, that is the meaning of Mauna Vyakya. Great symbolism. Great symbolism means very great. Because that is called Mauna Vyakya. People take it literally, saying, you know what Shiva did, Dakshinamurti did? He didn't say anything. He was just keeping his mouth shut, and he was just, the students were able to read the mind of Shiva, and thereby they got the knowledge. It's very nice to hear all these things. Okay, nothing wrong. I don't say it's wrong, but we have, in this class, we have to go beyond that. We have to understand the meaning of Monovyakya, as Atma is in Anirvachaniya. You can't categorically say what Atma is. You can say it as Sachidanandam Brahma, but so much unfoldment is required for that. Therefore, and that is called Monovyakya, Chitram, etc. So those long answer to your short question. Who are these four rishis? That is the four rishis. And if you go to temples, they will have, if you closely look in small murtis and all, you'll still see the four rishis at the feet. That's why that base of Dakshinamurti is a little broad. Why? Because they need some space to put these four rishis. And also Dakshinamurti is stepping on Apasmara also. That also must be there. Stepping on what seems like a baby.
I think it's there in the Anakati.
Oh, yeah, of course. Hecate is there, the big Murti. But I'm saying even in small temples, sometimes
Ah,
they will put Dakshinamurti will be there on the facing the south side. And so you will see closely, if you see, you will find it. That is our beauty. People who do this, they know all these things very well. Know how Dakshinamurti should be done, how any Murti should be done. They are very clear about it. That's also
so,
comes from tradition.
so where is the second explanation come from? That 4 Manus. Is it like the 4 out of the 14?
Yeah, so I'm not that the explanation also is given. Puja Swami gave the
Ah,
explanation, I think, and Swami Paramarthandaji gives the meaning that I first said, and 4 Manus. 4 Manu idea, I need to figure out what that is.
okay.
So maybe there are, yeah, I just need to look at that. I don't know enough about the 4 Manus.
Guruji, please repeat the mantra again.
Oh, this particular shloka, is it? So, Chitram Vatataror Mule. Chitram Vatataror Mule. Vriddha Shishyaha or Vriddha Shishya Gurur Yuva. Vriddha Shishya Gurur Yuva. Vriddha Shishya Gurur Yuva. Gurostu Maunam. Gurostu Maunam. Vyakhyanam. Gurostu Maunam Vyakhyanam. Shishyastu. Shishyastu. Chinna Samshayaha. Chinna Samshayaha. Chitram Vatataror Mule Vriddha Shishya Gurur Yuva. So that Vriddhaha Shishyaha, you should say. Vriddhaha. That's the way to write it. Vriddha Shishya Gurur Yuva. Gurostu Maunam Vyakhyanam. Shishyastu Chinna Samshayaha.
Chaya.
So this is a shloka we generally chant when we worship Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti.
Guruji, just 1 minute before Vaidyanathan question. Somewhere I read, I read in Chandokya, Sanat Kumara is basically Kartikeyan. It's mentioned there.
Oh, Kartikeya. Okay.
Mm. So I will refer the Wednesday class. I will bring that mantra and show you.
Sure,
Yeah, in
sure.
the Subramanya Sahasranamam, Sanat Kumara comes.
Oh, Subramanya Sahasrama. Okay. Sanat Kumara, Kartikeya, Subramanya. Okay.
I didn't connect it, but now that Satish ji is saying, so.
I read that like in the 7th adhyaya, it is in the end, it is mentioned.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, go ahead, Vaidya. Vaidyaji. There is some nice music going on here.
So Jaykumarji, what is the significance of this? I mean, Saptarishis, I can understand they are the ones who gave rise to the entire world of being. So, for example, we can trace our Gotras to the Saptarishis, right? Which are Gotra. So Atri, Brigu, Kutsa, Vasishta, Gautama, Kashyapa, Angirasa, Rishayaha. So for example, my Gotram is Bharadwaja Gotram. Bharadwaja Gotram is Angirasa. From the Angiras Rishi it has come. So I can understand that. But what is the significance of Lord Krishna saying this in the Vibhuti Yoga here?
So, 1 second. So our neighbor was playing around. I think he found a transistor. So he was so excited and he was just playing around with it. And so yeah, so significance of this. Yeah, so the creation. So whenever we talk about Srishti, it's Krishna's way of telling how we all evolved. You've got Darwin's theory of evolution. Darwin's theory of evolution. Yeah, Hemalata, you can mute yourself. Yeah. So all that is there. So this is another theory of evolution, correct? Based on our rishis, our rishi parampara we say. And so that is Krishna's model of explaining this human evolution, if you want to call it, and which is believable because humans came from humans only, and so rishis, we trace it out to our rishis, and then two paramparas are given key here. So for takeaway for us also is the sannyasa parampara, jnana parampara is given, and the karma parampara is given. Karma kanda parampara and jnana kanda parampara, two paramparas are there. So dharmartha kama parampara and moksha parampara. And eventually all of us have to move from the grasta parampara, the dharmartha kama.
So then in that model, Jaikumar, the rishis will be the jnana parampara and the manus will be the karma parampara.
You mean the other way? So okay, no, yeah, Manu is karma parampara. No, so these rishis are grihasthas. So the sapta rishis are not jnana parampara, even though they are going towards jnana parampara, but Sanakadi is jnana parampara.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they are
Yeah,
students now.
absolutely. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. So the manus are also karma parampara and
Saptarishis also.
saptarishis also. That makes sense. Now the Sanaka, the rishis are not explicitly mentioned, right? Here in the verse.
Correct. So Chatvaraha.
Or is it the Chatwari is supposed to refer to them?
Yeah, Chatvaraha is the way I explained it is Chatvaraha is the Sanakadi.
And the Manus are just Manu.
Manavaha Tatha, correct. Manavaha Tatha.
Yeah, it's like two separate things.
Separate.
Okay,
Kama.
got
Yeah.
it.
Put a comma after that. Yeah.
Got it. Wonderful. Thank you.
Two interpretations. You can interpret it whichever way you want. Yeah.
Yeah, now I got it. Thank you.
Or Jaikumar ji, it could be Pravritti Marga or Nivritti Marga.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Pravritti. Dharmartha Kama Pradhana means Pravritti Marga. Correct. Pravritti. So the rishis, Saptarishaya will create the Pravritti Marga. Sanakadayaha will as a Nivritti Marga. They attract us towards the Nivritti Marga. Correct. And here there was another message. Yeah, so this Mahesh is saying in the West, the Sankalpa looks like this. So Krauncha Dvipe Ramanaka Varshe Aindra Khande Bhumandalasya then Paschime Parshve. Bhumandalasya Paschime Parshve. Okay, so Aindra Khande. Yeah, I remember this particular Sankalpa. Krauncha Dvipe. Not Jambu Dvipe, Krauncha Dvipe. So the Bhumandala is divided into various dvipas, various continents, their idea of continent. And so these are the words used there. Sanat is eternal. Okay, right. Sanatah bhavah sanatanah. Yeah. All right. So we'll stop. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Thank you.